Good. You're good. Thanks, everybody. Good morning. Welcome into Mindful Movements. Today is Wednesday. So, of course, every day we go over our little warm up, and we do this every day, all month long. And then on Tuesday, on Monday, we go over our two exercises for the week. And then on Wednesday, after the little warm up, we go over the two core exercises for the week. So today is Wednesday. We'll go over those. Tomorrow, when we do our flow or our circuit, we will go over both the exercises and both of the core movements today or tomorrow. So, and then Friday becomes our combo. So I take the two exercises that we did and I create a combo exercise out of those two exercises. So it becomes one. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not for you. So we're about to get that started. Thanks everybody for being here and hanging out with us. I may let my dog out just outside the door. I try not to leave her alone too much because she does have seizures and they are very, very unpredictable. They're actually doing better, Dana, though. Since the new medicine, it seems to be helping some.
Yay.
Yeah, she's only had one seizure in the last 2 weeks. So that's a plus. I'm very happy about that. Grace, if you can see the little things over here on TikTok, I know that it's all those little gestures or whatever. When I walk away, I don't even know why I do that because whenever I walk away, I can't see it anyhow. I can't see if somebody does it. I don't know what it does um if somebody does it, I don't know how it notifies me if it does something big on the screen so I can see it, but whenever I walk away, I can't even see the screen that well. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So I do apologize if anybody does send me anything and I don't see it. That is why I do apologize. I may have to change things up and do it a different way. I don't know what I'm going to do, but now that we're live, we are live on 5 platforms at one time. I am going to step back and get this day started. It is rainy here. I did my workout outside yesterday, but it's been flooding here today. So, I did let you guys know that I would not be working out outside today because of the rain. I am going to step back and then we'll get started. Yeah, I think she wants to go out the door. So we're going to leave her like that. I'm going to keep my door kind of cracked. That way I can hear her. There we go. We'll do that. Blocking the doorway. All right, here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Welcome into Mindful Movements. I'm Denise. And as somebody that has dealt with physical limitations for longer than I like to even acknowledge anymore, I learned to work around my body in different ways. And I am very much into fitness. You probably can tell by the way that I look that I'm very much into fitness. I didn't get into fitness because I wanted to be this extraordinary trainer. You know, she just decided to bulge right in there. I started my fitness journey. I started it because I knew I needed to learn to live a daily life and keep building muscle because I think it's very important for our bodies. We need to stay strong and keep our bodies strong. And if you don't feel strong, you lose that confidence. You lose that feeling. There's lots of different things that you go through. And the one thing that it did for me was it did help me build my confidence in knowing that if I could or if I did, I have a set of stairs. An example is I have a set of stairs outside off my back porch, and I work on my core really hard because I know the core is our center. It's our center. And I work on that to stay strong because if I go, and I have done this before, so I can say that I've done it, I've slipped down the stairs a little bit and I've been able to kind of catch myself. And so I feel like everybody should be strong. I feel like you should feel strong, whether it be for your body, for your mind, for your whatever reason. And when you have a physical limitation of any sort, it's kind of hard to do that. You know, you join, say you join a group fitness program, or you try to start working out, and then you find this one exercise that it's just a little bit more difficult to do, right? And you do this. Grace, I actually didn't even share it out this morning. I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing it. If you did. But I feel like that's one of the things that falter people whenever they're trying to build that strength, is they'll go and say they go into a gym and they can't figure out what to do, or they can't quite figure out what to do to work around an exercise that their body just doesn't want to do. So that's what I like to do here. And I hope that it helps you in some way, whether it gives you that encouragement to get out and do something if you're a beginner, or if it gives you that encouragement to know that you can feel strong even if you are physically limited. I have 2 very bad legs. I now have a very bad hand. I have a bad shoulder. So I have all of these issues, but I do not give up. That's the thing, is do not give up. Always try to make yourself a little bit better. So now that I've gotten through that whole thing, I want to go ahead and say that if you are doing these exercises with me, please remember I am not a doctor. So make sure you speak with your medical professional before you start any fitness or nutrition program, and listen to your body. If you're doing something that your body doesn't like, you might want to stop and readjust and try it again, or take it out of the program altogether. Okay. So here we go. Our warm up. Remember, we're going to do our warm up every day. So it's a high knee and an arm raise. Actually, I did it backwards. Opposite. You can do same side. I like to do opposite because it gives me that nice little stretch as I do that. See that? I'm kind of twisting my core a little bit, upper body, getting that rotation in there. I'm not moving my hips as I do that. I'm not twisting my hips as I do that. My legs are coming up. When you do these 5, 10, do how many you can. That's what you do. She's going to play with my feet today. All right, go. You need to go outside. Go. Out, 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 out. Stay. All right. So the next one is those arm swings. That's another one that's going to help you with that twist. Whenever I do it, twist my upper body, right? I'm not moving those hips. I'm just twisting that upper body. Welcome in, everybody that's joining in. If you follow me on any of my other platforms, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of the things, if you follow me over there, if you don't mind, jump over there and check me out over there. Make sure that everything looks well. I do this. I cannot do this without you guys. If you are not helping me, I don't know what I would do. I would have no idea. She is just not giving up today. All right. So our next one is that inchworm. Out. Out. I don't need you jumping on my head. All right. The next one is that inchworm. Down, plank, up, finish. Down, plank, up, finish. Remember, the modification for this is as you go down, bend those knees a little bit. Instead of keeping your legs straight, bend those knees. It's almost like a little bear crawl, right? Bend those knees and come back up. Okay, we have one more modification that I'll show on the bench. So get kind of close to the bench. You're going to go down, reach, 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 plank, and then come up. Reach, 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 and then come up. One more, and come up. And then the last one is that pike ankle pulse. So we're going to go into a plank position. I'm going to start it from my bench right here, since it's right here. Plank, plank out. Okay, my body's in that plank position. So from here, you want to pike up. That means you're pushing against your arms and your shoulders are even with your ears. And then you're just going to pulse those ankles like this. Okay? If you want to do this from the floor, go into that plank position, keeping your body nice and straight. You see my back is in line. Push forward. And then you're going to pulse those ankles like this. See how I'm getting that? I'm almost like a triangle. I'm not a full triangle because just doesn't work that way for me. But pike and then pulse, just like that. So there's 2 ways right there for you to do that. Now, the 2 core exercises for today, I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 exercises that we did. Remember, one of them is a wall sit hold, and you just hold this for like 30 seconds. And then the other one is your bicep curl. So if you're just joining in, I want to make sure that you see those as well. So we're going to go down into that plank and into that wall sit. You get your feet and your legs nice and comfortable, like you're sitting in a chair. You want to make sure that this feels good to you. If you feel any pain, you may want to readjust. See how I just shifted up? You could also shift down if it doesn't feel like it's enough. Go down. Make sure that you're feeling this in your quads. Push your core back. Push your back into the wall. You're holding your body up, not moving. When you do this, you want to hold it for 30 seconds approximately. But if 30 seconds is too much, start where you can. Find your happy place and then just build from there. It's okay. But remember, when you do this, you want to push your core into the wall. Your back wants to be against the wall. Okay? And then our other one was the bicep curl. So you go in. I'm going to use a resistance band. I like to put my hands inside a resistance band with my palms up. And then you just pull. Just like this. Okay? You don't want to bring your back in like that. You don't want to curve your back. You don't want to arch your back. You want to keep your back nice and in line. And then pull. You're only using those elbows as you do it. Okay? Your elbows are doing all the work. All right, so that was our 2 for the week. Remember, tomorrow when we do this, we will do the full round. I like to give instruction. I like to walk through it. I like to take it slow. That way you can see everything nice and slow. And then on our circuit days, we kind of flow through everything pretty quickly. And remember, we do 3 rounds on our flow days. So tomorrow when you come in for the circuit, we'll do 3 rounds of everything. All right, so today's core exercises, or this week's core exercises, is a seated lean back hold, or a lot of people call it a boat pose. You can do this in multiple ways, and I'm going to show you a couple of those here. And then the next one is, it's a forearm bear hold. So you go into your forearms, you go down onto your hands and your knees as if you're going to be in the tabletop position, and then you just bring your knees off the floor for just a few seconds. So the first one we're going to do is a seated lean back hold. So for this one, you could just lean back, core engaged. You don't want to curve your back like this. You want to keep your back nice and straight, keeping that core engaged. Okay. Another way to do this is put your hands on the back of your legs right here. If you need this. Now, don't let your arms do all the work. You still want your core to work, but if you're not quite there, you can just use your hands for a little stability, just like this. Core engaged. The last way is a little bit more intermediate. So if you are a little bit more into it, then you might be able to do this. If your core is a little bit stronger, you might be able to go up like this and then hold. Also, again, if you need your legs, if you need to hold your legs, you can. Just like this. Okay? This is a seated lean back hold or a boat pose. And then a lot of people, there are some people that extend their legs a little bit more if they're a little bit more into it. Okay, and then last but not least, core. We're going to go into our forearms. Fingers, hands are flat on the floor. My toes are pushing into the floor. My knees are on the floor. You just come up. And you're just going to hold and then right back down. You just want to gently bring your knees off the floor, keeping your core engaged as you do it, just like this. You can lean forward if you need to. You can lean back if you need to. You can do this on your hands if you need to. Tabletop position, my hands are on the floor. My hands and my shoulders all are in line. Tabletop position. I'm going to push into the floor, bringing my knees off the floor. Just like that. And then drop them. Up. And down. Okay? So you want to go up and hold for a couple of seconds and then come right back down. If you're doing this for numbers, if you want to pay attention for numbers, if you don't, it's okay. That's okay too. There's nothing wrong with finding your happy place when you exercise. Find what makes you feel strong. Whatever you're doing, just remember to give yourself a little bit more of a push every day. We're going to go up just like this. Okay, I'm keeping my back in line, my core is engaged, and then right back down. Up. And down. Okay? If there's any questions about that, feel free to ask. I'll happily go over either one of those again if you need me to. I'll happily go over either of the two exercises as well if you need me to. And then remember our cool down stretches. I'm going to kind of go backwards since I'm already on the floor. I'll show you this on the floor because it really doesn't matter which direction you do these. Do them however you want to. So we're going to start, since we're on the floor, we'll start with that ab or that cobra pose. Okay. My hands are at my chest right here. Palms are on the floor, and I'm just pushing up. My hips are still on the floor. Okay. My upper thighs are on the floor, and I'm just pushing up. Okay. Keeping my body in line. I feel this a little bit in my lower back, but I feel it in my core. And down. One more time. Feel this in my arms because you are pushing up, right? I feel this a little bit in my thighs. Okay. And then the next one is that butterfly stretch. I really love this stretch because if you do any sort of leg movements or leg workouts, or if your legs are just tense, this is a good one to do. Now, remember, if you have any issues, please feel free to stop. Try it a different way or modify it in some way. If not, just stop it altogether. And I hope nobody texts or calls me because I think I forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, all right. So butterfly stretch, your feet are in. Your feet are together. The bottoms of your feet are together. You bring your feet in as much as you want to. The more in you bring them, the more you're going to feel this on your inner thighs. And then you just flutter your knees, just like a butterfly. Just like that. So out takes a little pressure off the inner thighs as you do it. In stretches them just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to come up because our next one is a fold over stretch. This is going to stretch your hamstrings. You're just folding over, reaching for your toes. If you can reach your toes, that's great. If not, that's okay too. You're going to feel this right here in those hamstrings. Down. I feel it a little bit in my lower back right now and my hamstrings. If this is uncomfortable, bend those knees a little bit. It's going to take a little pressure off. You'll be able to go down a little further too. If you want to feel this more, straighten those legs. Remember, don't lock those legs out. You just want them to feel nice and relaxed. No locking, but then you feel this all the way up your leg. Just like that. Okay. Last one is the tricep extension stretch because we did the tricep extensions this week. So hand goes between your shoulder blades, elbow is facing the ceiling or the sky or wherever you are. And then I just look up and it gives you a nice little stretch. I feel this a little bit in my shoulder, but I definitely feel this in the back of my arm right here. Okay, we're going to switch sides. When you do this, make sure that you're breathing. Breathing is very, very important. Okay, keep your back nice and straight. You don't want to arch your back. You don't want to lean forward, anything like that. You want to keep your core engaged. Always think your core stays engaged. That just means you keep it nice and tight, but you can still breathe. Now, if you need to bring your arm up to pull, if you want to do that, you can totally do that. But if you don't, that's okay too. You're going to get a stretch here, whether you do any extra or not. Okay? So those are the stretches that we've done this week, or this month actually. Remember, our warm-up and our stretches are always the same for the whole month. I may give or take a few, but mostly they're all the same. The warm-up is always the same. So we do this all month long. And the reason I do this is because I want you to get comfortable. I want you to get familiar. I want you to feel good about what you're doing. So as you learn it, you get that confidence that you can do it by yourself. That's what we want to do. You want to be able to do things on your own without having someone there in case you're all alone. Like if I'm not here, which next week, guys, y'all know that I've got some vacation coming up next week. So next week is going to be cut a little short. So I want you to be prepared to do these things without me. And then you can feel confident that you can do it on your own. So if you have any questions about the 2 exercises, which was the wall sit or the bicep curls, feel free to ask. Also, the 2 core movements. One was that the bear hold, right? You're going to be on all fours, tabletop position, bring those legs up. And then the other one was that lean back hold or a boat pose. So if you have any questions about those, feel free to ask. Nay! What's up? Oh, you got therapy? Aw. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask. I'll hang out for just a minute. Busy morning, yep. I'll hang out. I will start making these a little bit longer. I'm just trying to get things a little bit more organized in my day. But I am a very to the point kind of person. I like to do what I got to do. I'm here to help you. Good morning, Rooster. What's up? I'm here to help you and guide you. I want you to learn to do things for yourself. And I want you to feel strong in whatever you're doing. I'm asking her about these. About what? Are y'all having a conversation that I don't know about? I don't know. So if you have questions about any of these exercises, feel free to ask. Oh my gosh, no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Now, you can always reach out to me in the DMs where I know we follow each other in a lot of places. So you can always. Sorry, Dana. Rooster. I hope that was okay, Rooster. Rooster said he shattered his ankle. He shattered his ankle. I said, oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So, Nay, you can always reach out to me anywhere. And I know you're going to therapy, but I don't remember exactly what for. So if you don't want to say that here, shoot, I knew that was coming. So you can reach out to me in the background and tell me what all it's about, what's going on. And then, yeah, for sure, talk to your therapist, your physical therapist about it. If you're going to physical or physio or whatever, you can definitely talk to them. I change my stuff up every month too. It's for your upper back, lower back. Oh gosh, Rooster, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Man, the ankles and those things suck. Like when you're injured there, and you don't realize how much you use those ankles till you can't. Yeah, yeah, it's very important. You don't know if you. It's just ridiculous how much you realize that you need those ankles, and when you can't use them. Cookie, good morning. How are you feeling, dude? Oh gosh.
Morning, Cookie.
Good morning. Bless your heart. I know you got a lot going on. Grace, tomorrow will be, I don't know if you're still in here. Um tomorrow, all I have is my ribs. Mostly lower ribs. Okay. Let me think about that one. And then you can talk to them back home with new. Yes, good. Um, Tomorrow will be the circuit, Grace. I know I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to answer questions everywhere. So tomorrow morning will be a full. Oh, you retired early? I don't blame you. Um, so it'll be the full circuit, and we'll do 3 rounds, kind of like I did yesterday. I don't think you were in yesterday, but if you watched my replay, Facebook and YouTube has a replay, so make sure to hashtag replay if you watch it. But if you watch the replay yesterday, I went over 3 full rounds, and it was just the warm up and the 2 exercises. Tomorrow we'll add those 2 into it, and tomorrow will be for 30 seconds, guys. I'll set the timer for 30 seconds. We'll do the things and all. Yes. Mm-hmm. And it becomes a full circuit. So warm up, exercises, core, rest. Warm up, exercises, core, rest. Warm up, exercises, core, rest. And that's where we stretch after round 3. That's where the cool down comes in. And I don't do it every day because I don't think you should do all of these things every day. You have to listen to your body, though. If you're doing this online, if you're watching this online, when you do it, you have to pay attention. And that's why I'm not one to give you an amount. I don't tell you how many reps to do. I tell you to listen to your body, because you should be able to do a few, and you find your place. That's the biggest thing, is find where you are, and you build from there. You have to find a happy place. But I feel like if you can do 12 or 15 of something, then you could go up in weight. You don't have to, but you could go up in weight. So, well, Nay, you talk to them, and if you reach out to me in the background, kind of like a little bit more of specifics on your lower back stuff, then I could definitely make sure that I kind of modify that, as long as they tell you can do it. Yeah, I'm sure you feel. I'm so glad you're home. I'm glad you're home, and I'm sure you're happy to be home. And I'm trying to think of. Thanks, you too. Have a good day. You can. Well, I mean, when you're better, when they give you the go, when they give you the go, bye, American. Have a good day. When they give you the go, what do you think I should use rather than stairs? should use rather than the stairs you have? Oh, for the incline stuff, for modifications, Grace. If you have, you can use a chair. You can use a couch. So if you're in your living room, just make sure that it's sturdy. It doesn't matter, and you can go as high or as low as you want to. So yeah, you could definitely use your bed. So if you're in there and your bed's a little higher, if that's what you feel like you need, especially if you don't want to go so low down yet, definitely use your bed. It just needs to be something sturdy. Mm. Oh, ow, nay, ouch. That hurts me just to think about it. Oh my gosh. Bless
Yeah,
your
that
heart.
sounds painful.
I know. Bless your heart. Yeah, so your bed, you could definitely do it. Good, good. From a roller coaster? Holy moly. Oh my goodness.
At least tell me it was a good one that we were standing up on.
Yeah. Ooh, gosh. So Grace, the modification would be the same. So if you're doing it from your bed when you do the walkout, the inchworm walkout, you're going to do the same way. You're going to stand away from your bed and you're going to kind of lean over, and then you can walk out across your bed and then back up. And I probably could show you with it extended too. Like if you need to see it that way. So you're standing beside your bed, you have more room to walk out. So you may have to stand a little closer. Yeah, yeah. Man, I hope it was a good ride. Well, obviously it wasn't a good ride because you messed up your ribs. Whew wee. Nancy, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're still in here. So the 2 exercises and the 2 core exercises, no one has. Yeah, she's over on the other one this morning. Or she bounced in. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And if you have questions, Grace, just shoot me a message in the background. You can always ask me questions. If there's anything specific that you feel when you're doing it, like if there's if you're having difficulty with something, because I don't know if you have anything going on, or if you're just getting started good. So if you have questions, if there's something specific, just kind of mention it to me, and we'll try to work through it. Ow. Ouch. Ouch. That sounds painful, Nay. That sounds painful. Yeah, for sure. And then tomorrow we'll just do the circuit. So we'll do the warm up, we'll do the exercise, we'll do the core, and then we'll do that 3 times. And since we do have wall sits in there, I will do this for 30 seconds tomorrow. So I will set a timer for 30 seconds. But remember, if y'all are doing this and you're not quite ready for that, then you can always stop. You can breathe, take a breath, or you can just stop it until the 30-second timer is up. So what I'll do is 30 seconds, and then I have like a 15 to 30-second rest in between, just to kind of set up. So it's only like 15 seconds. It just gives me a chance to move to the next thing. So it's not really like a break. But then after each full round of everything, so we'll go through the warm up, the 2 exercises, the core, and then we'll take a break. And that one is like 30 seconds to a minute. And I would usually try, whenever I'm here, I try to push it to that minute, because some people do need that rest a lot more than others. So that's kind of the way I try to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And as we move into the year, it may change. I may change it up a little bit. I may make it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. But right now, Tuesday and Thursday, I think that's a good split because you can get your full circuit in there on a Tuesday and Thursday. So you're definitely working out twice a week. You're getting something out of it twice a week. And then remember my 5K stuff. I will start talking more about that in June. My website is almost finished. So that stuff will be ready. My 5K is in October 25th every year. And I donate anything that I raise or earn from all of it. I donate. Today's my interview. It's at 9 a.m. Central. So I'm trying to get things situated and get ready for it. So yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you. I'm being interviewed on a podcast, Dana. I'm being interviewed. I'm the guest on a podcast today. So I don't know when it'll air, but I am the guest this time. So I'm kind of excited about that.
You'll have to share the link when it gets posted.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll definitely find out from them when it's going to be posted. I think they're like a couple of weeks behind or something like that, but I'll know for sure after today. They'll tell me, I'm sure, when it's going to get out, but I'm very excited about it. All right. There is no questions that came through. I had a couple people viewing over here on, oh my gosh, on some of my new stuff. So guys, remember, this is your journey, but you don't have to do it alone. I am here usually Monday through Friday. I will be here till Friday this week. Next week, I start my vacation, so I will cut it a little short. I don't know if it's going to be Wednesday or if it's going to be Thursday. And then whenever I do that, I will be out for several days because of the holidays. And like, we've got a whole lot of stuff going on right now. I will be here Monday, though, for sure, of next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for sure, next week. You may see me at my lake place, though. I don't know. This is my time whenever I get to enjoy some time with my husband. Canvas Cove. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'll go take a look. I'll go check it out. All right, guys, we're going to call it for today. Remember, this is your journey. You don't have to do it alone. And with that, I'm going to say, have a great day. And oh my gosh, I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, it's a circuit all day tomorrow. Let's do this.